Hello, my name is Peter Ettridge. I'm a Product Development Manager at Amcor Flexibles. And today we're in Amcor Flexibles Ledbury. Amcor are a global packaging company making packaging for all sorts of products, or food products, pharmaceuticals, medical. Flexible packaging materials are typically materials that we would say below maybe 150 microns thick, and 80% of them are typically monomaterials of polyethylene and polypropylene. And the materials we have on the desk in front of us are good examples of the kind of products that we're making here at Amcor. But I think in the first instance, we're striving to make materials designed for recycling in the first place. And increasingly, we're doing that with several materials, firstly by reducing carbon footprint, reducing the number of layers, making them simpler structures with maybe some higher tech barrier materials in there to get the shelf life. The circular economy really means trying to link up what we do through the great stuff that packaging is doing, all the way through its supply chain, through to the consumer, and then dealing with it efficiently at the end of life, so you can have another life again, so you can close the loop. I think it might be one step too far to expect consumers to sort flexible packaging into its different components. I can do that because I'm an expert. I've been working in the industry for years, but that's a bit too much of a stretch for a consumer. So I think to expect a consumer, though, maybe just to segregate just the flexible materials by themselves, I think maybe that is something that could be done. Well, I would say some of the packaging could be redesigned and could be improved, but actually it's the whole supply chain, and it's having a whole cradle-to-cradle thinking to extract the value of this resource, because there is no such thing as waste. There's just unused resource. We have what we have. Is that it's not optimized? It's not, it doesn't fit together properly. It's not coherent. But to design complete cradle-to-cradle coherent systems, I mean, that's great.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I run an independent coffee shop in Deal on the South Kent coast. Well, we're based in Deal train station, which means our main customers are commuters. We open at 5:30 in the morning, and our busiest time is that rush hour when people are getting the train. So our biggest selling product is coffee. We sell over 1,200 cups of coffee a month, and that's excluding tea and everything like that as well. So our main sort of packaging is coffee cups. I think the issue with coffee cups is that it's nobody's responsibility to deal with them. Because we're a takeaway bar, people take the cups and they leave the premises, and I never have to worry about whether they recycle them. I mean, we have recyclable cups, but I don't know if people actually then make the effort to go and recycle them. And likewise, if you're a consumer, you never take them home and deal with them in your household recycling. You just bin them en route. So it's sort of the perfect crime, because it never has to go into anyone's conscience about what happens to them once they're finished. We stock Keep cups, which are reusable coffee cups, but we very rarely get asked to use them. It's just not in the forefront of customers' minds, which is a shame, because it would be nice to reduce the footprint of our coffee once it leaves the premises. Being a takeaway, obviously everything has to be portable. So for us, we do a full range of home-baked cakes that we just put in a simple brown paper bag, which is obviously more recyclable than all the packaging that comes with all our other takeaway goods. So we are very conscious of it, but I don't think it's necessarily something that the consumer thinks about when they're choosing their cake for the day. I think ultimately the only way to sort of reduce coffee cups is to sort of force consumers to think about it probably through their purses. So a bit like the carrier bag charge, if we started charging people for their cups, I think they definitely think twice about their usage.